So Phish, I mean, I guess because their fans are so diehard and just love the band so much, they've made their live concerts available for download for a long time. And I know you guys traveled with an engineer who mixed those for a long time as well, but for the last several years, you've actually been creating that streaming mix simultaneously while you're mixing front of house. Is that right?
It is right, yeah. Basically, I think maybe 4 years ago or 3 years ago, it basically went to being one mixer doing the whole thing.
So the mix that streams is the exact same mix that you're creating in front of house?
Yeah, it's the PA mix is the streaming mix. It's one mix. I can only listen to one thing, so it's what I do for the PA has to relate and translate onto whatever the media is outside of the PA. So, the PA has to be doctored to make sure that the streaming mix works. If I have too much low end in the PA, the streaming mix is not going to have enough low end. So, it's trying to get that balance. We don't get it right, because ultimately once the show's going on, if I listen to headphones, I'm still listening to a PA. I may be listening to the mix to see what's going on for the streaming side of it to make sure it's right. It's the same mix, but the PA is still pounding away. So the low end reference may be off. So it may not be as good as it could be. But yeah, every show, since like the last 3 years is basically, it's the one mix is going everywhere.
So if you're not hearing enough bottom end on the bass, you don't turn the bass up on that channel. You actually need to tweak the PA to make sure it's there because...
I need to trust that where I have the console is right. I need to listen to the streams to make sure that, the day after that it is right, and if not, I need to maybe adjust the console, which then ultimately means the PA has to be adjusted to whatever I've just changed in the mix. But, the mix is fundamentally, it's not static because I'm mixing the show, but tones are pretty static. And if there's a problem, we go to the PA as opposed to the channel strip.
Oh, that makes total sense. Yeah. I mean, I think that there's gonna be more and more streaming done from front of house. I mean, we've learned over the last year and a half that streaming people like stream shows. I mean, they've probably seen, experienced that more than they ever have over the last year with COVID and everything. And now, I think that's not going to go away, even though people are going back on the road, and we're going to see more and more engineers having to step in and do what you've been doing.
We did. Trey did 8 weeks at the Beacon Theatre in New York. So we did eight shows, one show a week. No PA, so it was basically my PA mix for Trey shows, just translated onto the Focal speakers and the G-Tone speakers. So yes, I changed what I was doing because what I was referencing on was different. So there probably was some tonal change. I added some outboard gear, which I am adding this year to live Phish to see how it works in the PA. But really, it didn't change a big deal from what I do on the PA to what I was doing on that streaming, apart from I was just listening on near field monitors as opposed to a PA.
So, then is there audience mixed in at some point with the stream?
Yes, the audience, the Pro Tools rigs that we had, I basically have two Pro Tools that are doing the 2-track recording. So I have a main and a backup. They have also A brain and B brain, so they're recording 12 channels of audio, and they have their audience mics there, which have a little bit of blend. It's not a lot, so it's not going to overpower the mix. The audience mics are a static element to the mix, yes, I could go back and blend them, but with Phish, the shows are going out really quickly. The first set, with Phish is 2 sets. In the intermission, the first show has already been uploaded.
Wow.
So I'm not listening to it. I have to trust where it is. So the audience mics are probably lower than where you may want them, or people may like them being a little bit drier. So, and then the second set goes up half an hour after the show's done.
Oh, that's fantastic. So that adds a lot of stress to your life.
Yes, it does. But it's live. I do live because it's it's the excitement. It's it happens.
Right.
And then it's done. I don't know if I could sit in a studio.
Right.